Hello, everybody. This is Michelle Mras, and this is Wednesday Wisdoms with Michelle. Today, our topic is how to be limitless. I'm like, wow, what in the world is she talking about today? How to be limitless? How does someone be limitless? Well, I can tell you. Well, I'll tell you how I thought about it. My good friend, Amy Hamilton, she did a TED Talk, and she wrote about, PMing life, program management for life. And she sent me a whole bunch of little books from John Maxwell. She knows I'm a big John Maxwell fan, and she sent me all these cute little books, John Maxwell Equipping 101, and it's like leadership and all these different books. And I'm not able to move around much right now, so I am sitting around reading books. And one of them is Equipping by John Maxwell, Equipping 101. And inside of this book, he says, and I had to share it with you on how to be limitless. He says, a positive attitude is one of the most valuable assets a person can have in life. And then he says, so often what people say their problem is really isn't their problem. Their problem is the attitude that causes them to handle life's obstacles poorly. The individual whose attitude causes him to approach life from an entirely positive perspective is someone who can be called a no-limit person. In other words, the person doesn't accept the normal limitations of life as most people do. He is determined to walk to the very edge of his or her potential or their product's potential before he or she accepts defeat. People with a positive attitude are able to go places others cannot. They do things others cannot. They are not restricted by self-imposed limitations. So a person with a positive attitude is like a bumblebee. The bumblebee should not be able to fly because of its size, weight, and shape of its body in relationship to its wingspan. Makes it flying aerodynamically impossible. But the bumblebee, being ignorant of scientific theory, flies anyway and makes honey every day. This no-limit mindset allows a person to start each day with a positive disposition. Do you want to be limitless? Embrace your inner bumblebee. Wake up every day with an attitude of, I don't care what they say I can't do. I'm going to do it. I can do it. I believe in myself. And if you can't believe in yourself, borrow someone else's belief in you so you can do it. I just love this analogy of a no-limit person is someone with a positive attitude, one who doesn't take no for an answer, one who doesn't stop at the edge and do, maybe they're right, maybe I shouldn't try to do this. A positive person or someone with an attitude of positivity finds a way. Now, what in your life have you done where you thought, other people said you couldn't do it, and then you did anyways? That's that embracing of that limitless that you want to find in yourself. So look back into your life, look into the stories that you've told yourself or people have told you, and find in yourself a story that proves you can do something that people said you couldn't. What is it? Well, do you have any ideas? You're sitting here watching this show right now, right? We're watching this Facebook Live. So what did you hear? Oh, people said there's no way that there is any way people can communicate instantaneously across the world. We're doing it right now. That's proof that when people say things can't happen, they can. What about when when the first person made the first wheel, right? Everyone probably looked at them and said, why are you carving that rock out circular? That's just kind of silly. You embraced volleyball. Yes, Marcel, what did you do with that? Same with me. I was told I was too short for volleyball, but man, I can jump. And, you look at me and that's 5 foot nothing, but I can jump. Don't judge a book by its cover. If you really want to do it, you can do it. Marcel, you've embraced volleyball? Good for you. So think about the things in your life that you thought you couldn't do, or people said you couldn't do because you are whatever, X, Y, Z, you're a girl or whatever, you're a boy or you're too short or whatever it is. What did you prove them wrong for? You get that idea, you get that story in your head of what have you done that people said that you couldn't do. Embrace it and then apply it to other things that you do in your life. Because you see, you really are limitless. And that inner critic inside of you that pushes you down and says, no, maybe you shouldn't. No, you're not good enough. No, that's not for you. That's for other people. It's your choice to listen to that voice. It's your choice to accept that you aren't good enough. Do you really want to choose that? Do you really want to choose the fact that you're not good enough for something that you really, really want? Heck no. It's in our human nature to fight. We got a right to fight, right? To party? Well, that's probably what the song went for. But that's what I'm thinking about for you. I want you to think of a story in your head from your life. Girls don't play sports. Well, you proved that one wrong left and right, Marcel? So who else out there has something in your life that you've been told that you couldn't do? Do it. If you want to do it, find a way. Just like the bumblebee. Bumblebee should not be able to fly, but the bumblebee has a passion. It makes honey. It's got a purpose. It does it anyways. Aerodynamically should not be able to do it, but does it anyways. What can you do? Search your soul, search your mind, search your background, and think about what you can and cannot do. I mean, personally, I've been told that, you've got cancer, you've got a couple of months to live, and good luck with that. Here's a couple of drugs, and hope you feel better. And I'm still here. So just because they say statistically things are supposed to not happen or statistically things do happen, you do know there's two sides to a statistic, right? The do's and the don'ts. It doesn't mean because it's only a 0.01% of a chance of doing something or succeeding in something, it doesn't mean you aren't the 0.01. Be the 0.01. You see, that's the whole thing about accomplishing things in your life and doing things that you want to do and breaking barriers and doing something more in life. You have to break from the norm in order to make something different. I think I saw a sticker on someone's car once. It says, well-mannered women never make history or seldom make history. That means it's not just women. It just means that if you want to make a change in your life, you've got to do something different. You cannot do the exact same thing and expect something to be different in the outcome. That's the definition of insanity, according to Einstein. And I don't know who wrote this quote, but I put it in my book, It's Not Luck Overcoming You. The quote was, be stubborn about your goals, but flexible about your methods. Just because it doesn't work one way doesn't mean it's not going to work another way. So you keep trying and you keep trying. If you really want it, you will find a way. Think of all the Paralympic athletes who were told at one point in time that they couldn't do whatever they wanted to do. And there they are, representing our country, missing limbs. Right? Limits are all a construct of our brains, of our minds. It's an illusion. You are limitless. You can do it. You just have to find another way. Like I always like to say, embrace the inner toddler in you. And for those of you who haven't heard it, I'm going to reiterate. When I say embrace your inner toddler, basically a toddler does not accept the words no. A toddler will find a way. And as my example always is, if you put a cookie on the top shelf and you tell a toddler, don't get that cookie. Don't. It's not for you. You leave that room. Guaranteed you that toddler will get that cookie. And that's how we have to be as adults. What we want, we have to find a way. A toddler will stack boxes, open up drawers, make them into stairs, right? They will find a way. They will get something that's longer than their arm and knock it down if they have to. So what cookie do you want? What is that thing in your life that you've wanted that you keep saying that isn't good enough for you? I mean, it's too good for you and that you're not good enough for it. What goal do you want? Get it. Embrace your inner toddler every day. Thank you, Marcel. And for those of you who are watching and listening, give me some hearts and thumbs up because I really need to know people are out there sometimes because it's really quiet on this end. I don't see anything until someone actually comments. So I'm talking to myself. And now I know I'm not. Thank you for being there. So how to be limitless? You have to embrace an attitude, a positive attitude of your life, of what you want in life. Wake up every morning with the intention to see things in a brighter circumstance, of a can-do attitude. And I don't know, I always say things like, you have to have a plan in your life. I said this in my TED Talk, in my book, Eat, Drink, and Be Merry, A Glimpse into a Life Well Lived. You have to have a plan in life, but be flexible about how you get there. You don't be too rigid, or rigid things fall. And that's why even in engineering, they put a plus or minus variance so that even buildings kind of move a little bit in the wind so they don't fall. Very strict things like a strict plan, it crumbles, because if anything goes off, it falls. So you have to be a little wiggly on how you're going to get through your plan to get to your goal. I also say eat dessert first. You gotta laugh. You've got to enjoy yourself, because if you're not enjoying yourself on your way to whatever your goal is or your plan is or whatever you want in life, if you're not enjoying yourself, then why are you doing it? That's not life. That's not fun. Life is supposed to be love and life and enjoying and interacting and being with other people. So eat dessert first. And then the next one is avoid ruts. The quote my mother-in-law used to always say is from Ellen Glasgow. The differences between a rut and a grave are the dimensions. If you are doing the exact same thing every day, all the time, and you never flex from it, you're digging the dimensions of your own grave. You might as well, why? Why would you do that to yourself? Explore a little bit. Eat some dessert first. Go enjoy something and have fun with life, because you don't want to be on your deathbed doing, boy, I really wish I smiled a little bit more. I wish I told people that I love them a little bit more. I really wish I took time to smell some of those roses. And wow, I wish I could have rolled down a hill, a grassy hill, and, giggled or something. I mean, anything. Enjoyed your childhood again. And if you didn't have a happy childhood, then have a happy adulthood, right? It's a choice. Everything about life is a choice. And having a positive attitude is a choice. And you can do it if you can just go back into your memory and find the things that make you happy and relive them, bring them up, keep them in your mind, and then apply them to the things that are upsetting you in your world, and it'll lessen whatever upsets you in your world. This is how to be limitless. You enjoy and embrace the inner toddler in you to be the best version of you. Now, those of you who are representing yourself in a company, or you have a product line, or you're an entrepreneur or a solopreneur, and you want to do more, and you want to get better at it, and you want to be the best in your field, communication's key. And for those of you who are out there thinking, well, I'm not that good at communicating, and that's for other people and it's not for me. That again is that limiting voice in your head that you need to move out of the picture so that you can make more money, do more, reach more people, achieve more, and be at a state of bliss where you want to be. Stop holding yourself back. Stop being limited by yourself and by your thoughts that you believe are true. You need to work through that and help yourself become the best version of you. Now, for those of you that I was talking about who have products and services and work for companies where you have to present and you want to do better, I still have room in my boot camp. Gary Barnes and I are doing a boot camp on June 1st and 2nd in southern Denver. And we would love to have you join us. It'll help on a lot of that inner critic stuff, because you'll see the tricks and the trades of being a speaker apply across the board, from if you want to speak to a stranger in an elevator to speaking to the CEO of some huge company, or you just want to speak for yourself as an entrepreneur or solopreneur. It's all in your head, and we can help you through it, help you design your talk, help you own a stage, help you become the person you want to find inside of you, because you're already there. You just don't realize it. So inside of these comments, below this video, I will put the link to the Speaker Bootcamp, the Breakthrough Speaker Bootcamp, being held on June 1st and 2nd. You still have time to get in for the bonus call beforehand at the end of this month, and really, you want to do this. And if you don't want to do it and you think, that's not for me, I'm really not a speaker, I don't do this, share this video with somebody you know who really does want to do that, who really does have this passion in order to be a better presenter of their business or their product or inside of their company. Gary and I can help. We're speaker coaches. We've done TEDx's, so if they want to do a TEDx, send them our way. This is an opportunity not to miss. And I think that's all I wanted to talk about today. But you want to be limitless. Control your attitude. There's only 3 types of control in this world. It's my own, so your own, someone else's, and God's of the universes. And it's your choice on what you control. So control you to be the best version of you. And control that attitude so you can see things with a positive light and become limitless. Be the bumblebee. Be the bumblebee that can fly even though it really shouldn't, right? Defy gravity. Ooh, if I knew that song by heart, I would be singing it right now. Defy gravity. From Wiccan. Look it up. Beautiful song. I might have to sing that one of these days. Anyways, have a fabulous Wednesday. Remember, to be limitless, you must be able to control your attitude. And to control your attitude, it only takes you. It's a choice. So look into your background, think of your stories of all the things that you've done when people told you you couldn't, and I know you've got a lot of them, and be the best version of you. Have a fabulous Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow, just because I'm going to do a Facebook Live tomorrow. And until then, as I keep saying, I'm in a Tigger mood. TTFN, ta-ta for now. Have a fabulous, fabulous Wednesday.